y divided by x minus y if x is equal to 5 by 4 and y is equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay, here x and y values are given and asking to find out x plus y divided by x minus y. So first of all, find out what is x plus y and what is x minus y, because they are in bracket. So first we need to simplify the brackets. Okay, whatever is there in the brackets, that one we need to simplify. So in this expression, we have x plus y is in one bracket and in another bracket x minus y. So find out that first. What is x plus y? We are finding. So they are given x value as 5 by 4 and plus half minus 1 by 3. Y value is minus 1 by 3. So in brackets I am keeping x plus y. It is nothing but 5 by 4 and here half is no. So plus into minus 1 by 3. Now go through with the cross multiplication because both are unlike fractions. So 5 3s are 15 minus 4 1s are 4 divided by 4 3s are 12. So which is nothing but 11 by 12. X plus y we got 11 by 12. Now perform x minus y. X minus y. So x value is 5 by 4, right in bracket, minus half. So this minus is this one. And y value is minus 1 by 3. Okay. That's all. So 5 by 4 minus half minus will become plus 1 by 3. So go through with the cross multiplication. 3 5 is 15 plus 4 1s are 4 divided by 4 3s are 12. 15 plus 4 is 19 by 12. Now we got 11 by 12 and 19 by 12. Now what is the required value? X plus y divided by x minus y. We got x plus y as 11 by 12 divided by x minus y is 19 by 12. So when we are performing division between two fractions, we are changing the second fraction as its inverse by multiplicative inverse by changing division into multiplication. That is 11 by 12 as it is will write. Division we will change as into. While you are transforming division as multiplication, so this one we need to take as reciprocal. That is 19 by 12 reciprocal is 12 by 19. Now multiplication only. So 12 ones are 12 ones are both will get cancelled, which is equal to 11 by 19. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. So here they have mentioned when the numerator of the fraction, when the numerator of the fraction is increased by 4, the fraction increases by increases by 2 by 3. The denominator of the fraction is the denominator of the fraction is dash. So just observe the question here. Whatever they are given, we need to write in the statement form, sorry, expression form. Observe this. When the numerator of the fraction is increased by 4, the fraction also increases by 2 by 3. So we don't know what is the fraction. First of all, let the fraction as x by y. Let the fraction as x by y. Here x is the numerator, y is the denominator. Now apply the condition. When the numerator of the fraction is increases by 4, then the denominator, total fraction is increased by 2 by 3. That means, so given, write that statement. When the numerator is increased by 4, then the fraction also increased by 2 by 3. That means numerator x, when it is increased by 4, denominator is remaining same, but that fraction is increased by 2 by 3. That's all. Fraction is x by y. It is increased by 2 by 3 when you are adding 4 to the numerator. This is the condition. Okay. Now simplify this one. We will get the x by y result. First of all, okay. Here I am writing x by y plus 4 by y separately. Okay. Is equal to x by y plus 2 by 3. So this y I am separating. See, sum of the like fractions is equal to sum of numerators by common denominator. When they are given like this, we are performing like this. Now for this question, reversely I am applying. That means already they are given some of these two fractions. I am dividing separately. So x by y and 4 by y are like fractions. They are having the denominator y. Sum of those two fractions is equal to x plus 4 by y. So I'm splitting that y for first number as well as second number. Okay. Now what I'll get? Bring all x terms one side. X by y plus 4 by y. This x by y also I'm bringing left side only. So plus x by y is there. By bringing this side minus x by y is equal to 2 by 3. So x by y will get cancelled. So remaining term, because here plus is there and minus, plus 4 minus 4, both will get cancelled. So 4 by y will be equal to 2 by 3. Now go through with the cross multiplication. Then 4 3s are 12 is equal to 2 into y is 2y. That is y will be equal to 12 by 2. 2 1s are 2 6s are. So y value is equal to 6. Very easy and important problem. Just observe the given conditions and simplify. Here, according to the condition, numerator of the fraction increases by 4, then fraction also increases by 2 by 3. So when numerator is increased by 4, this complete fraction is increased by 2 by 3. By simplifying this, so if you want to do the cross multiplication, first simplify this. 3x plus 2y, cross multiplication. By 3 into y, 3y will get. So by doing so, we will get same answer. Like that also we can do, no problem. Okay. Okay, now coming to the third problem. Here they have given the relation between x and y and asking the value of this expression. So remember, whenever they are given like this, first we are trying to write xy ratio. Then we are simplifying by substituting those values in the given expression. Here also we will solve on same thing. See, given condition is x by 2 is equal to y by 3. From this, actually we want x by y. So bring this term this side and this number this side. What we will get? Otherwise, go through with the cross multiplication. 3x is equal to 2 into y. Cross multiplication is same. If it here we have plus means we will keep plus. Okay, and is equal to z, so is equal to that. So 3 into x, 3x, 2 into y is 2y. Now we need x by y. X is to y, yes or no? So x here only I am keeping. Y I am bringing this side. So here it is in into. By bringing this side division. X by y is equal to, in the right side we have 2. And this 3 is extra this side. So it is in multiplication. Bring this side, it will become division. That is x is to y is equal to 2 is to 3. Yes or no? Therefore, x value is 2 parts. That one part I am taking as k. So 2 parts is 2 into k. And y is having 3 parts. That is 3 into k. Substitute these values in the given expression. We will get the answer. So now, therefore, 4 by 5 plus y minus x by y plus x. So this one we need to simplify first. 4 by 5 plus y value is 3k minus x value is 2k divided by 3k plus 2k. Since we are substituting the values of x equal to 2k, y equal to 3k. So which will be equal to 4 by 5 plus 3 minus 2, 1k, only k. 1k is nothing but k. 3 plus 2 is 5k. So k will get cancelled, which is equal to 4 by 5 plus, so in the numerator 1 is left, 1 by 5. Now both are like fractions, so just add the numerators. 4 plus 1 divided by 5, which is nothing but 5 by 5. 5 by 5 is nothing but 1 only. Okay, so once again observe the question. Here they are given x by 2 equal to y by 3. If they are given x by y is equal to 2 by 3 directly, then we will directly take this step and substitute here. From this we will do the process. But here they are given x by 2 equal to y by 3. So first we are finding the relation between x and y. That is x is to y we found it first. After that, when ratios are given, so they are having one of the common factors that will become its value. So here I am taking k is the common factor of both the terms x and y. So then value of x will be equal to 2 parts. So that is 2 into k, and y equal to 3 parts. X is 2 parts, y is 3 parts. That is 3 into k. K is the common factor for both. Now by substituting this, we are getting 1 by 5, 4 by 5 plus 1 by 5. Both are like fractions. So sum of the like fractions is equal to sum of numerators by common denominator. That is 5 by 5. That is nothing but 1. So its value is 1. Coming to the next problem. Guru reads 3/5 of a book. He finds that there are still 80 pages left to be read. There are still 80 pages left to be read. Total number of pages of the book are okay. Observe the given problem. It is very just observe this. Guru is reading one book. In that he finished to read 3/5 of the book, but after finishing that one, still 80 pages were left over there to read. Okay. Now we need to find out total number of the pages. See, 80 pages are left. Whatever read and left, that will give us total number of pages of the book. But how many read, we don't know. If we know total, then only we can able to find out 3/5 of the book. Yes or no? But here total value we don't know. We need to find out total number of pages. So let the total number of pages as x. Let total number of pages of the book as x. Okay. Then what it will come? So he given that Guru reads 3/5 of the book, means the number of pages read by Guru equal to 3/5 of the total pages of the book, that is 3/5 of x. That is nothing but 3/5 into x, which is equal to 3x by 5. Okay, and then still what is given number of pages left in the book is equal to 80. Now these are the how he read the pages, and these are left pages. So by adding these two, we will get total number of the pages of the book. That is nothing but, therefore 3/5 of x plus 80 will gives us total pages of the book. That's all. So bring x is equal to 3x by 5. So this one only I am writing first. Total number of the pages is equal to the pages read by Guru plus left pages. That's all. So now bring x term this side. What we will get? X minus 3x by 5, because it is plus 3x by 5. So I am bringing this side. It will become minus, which is equal to 80 is left at the RHS side. Now go through with the cross multiplication. So x is nothing but x by 1. 5 into x, 5x, minus 1 into 3x is 3x, divided by 5 into 1 is 5, which is equal to 80. Now 5 minus 3 is 2x. 2x by 5 is equal to 80. Then x will be equal to 80 into 5 by 2. So 2 by 5 reciprocal will get. Why? Because 5 is in division. By bringing this as multiplication, 2 is in multiplication with 2x. So it will become division. What will get? 2 ones are 2 40s are. So x is equal to 40 into 5. 4 5s are 20. 200 pages. So total number of the book pages of the book are 200. Once again, observe when fraction they are given, we need to take total number. Either they here in this question pages given, so total pages we must take. When they are given fraction, we need to find out its value. So when you are finding the value, if you know the total number of pages, then only we can able to find the value. But here we don't know, that one only we need to find. So I am taking that total number of the pages of the book as X. Then number of pages read by Guru will become 3 by 5 into X. That is nothing but 3X by 5. And still there are 80 pages are left to read. So total pages will be equal to the pages read by Guru and left in the book. Pages left in the book. Sum of those two will give us total number of pages. So by simplification, by solving this equation, we got X value as 200. Means in the total pages of the book are 200. Okay, now coming to the next topic in our chapter, fractions and decimals. So we are going to discuss about decimals. We have discussed what is a fraction, what are the different types of fractions, how to represent them pictorially as well as on the number line, and next how to perform the mathematical operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and fractions we were studying. Now we will see same topics depending upon decimals also. How we are able to add, subtract, and multiply and divide the decimal numbers, and where we are using these decimal numbers we will see. Okay, first of all, what is mean by a decimal? After that we will see where we are using. So second part of this chapter is decimals. See, starting only I have explained what is meant by a decimal fraction. In types of fractions, we have studied this one also. Decimal fraction is nothing but a fraction which is having the denominator 10 or 100 or 1000 like this. All these fractions are said to be decimal fractions. Okay. A fraction with denominator 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, any number, etc. is known as a decimal fraction. And every decimal fraction we can convert into decimal number without doing anything. So suppose I have 2 by 10, which is equal to, so only one decimal digit is there. Before one digit we will get the point. That means before 2 we will get the point. Only one digit is there. So before that digit we will get the point. Now it is a decimal number. It is read as 0.2, otherwise 0.2. If nothing is there, we can keep 0 also, no problem. 0.2. So it is indicated by a point. This point is known as decimal point. Before the decimal point, one portion is there. That part is known as whole number part. After the point, some digits are there. All those are said to be, all that part is comes under decimal part. Okay. So every decimal fraction we can convert into decimal number without performing anything. Just we will count number of zeros and we will move left side by those many zeros. For suppose same number, if I have 100 as the denominator, means here two zeros are there, means I'll get the decimal number with two decimal digits. Means, but in the numerator only one digit I have. So for the remain another digit, I'll keep 0. Then before those two digits point, that is nothing but 0.02, otherwise 0.02. Okay, so this is about decimal fraction. But what is meant by decimals? See, for suppose I have a fraction 4 by 5. So I want to write it is in the decimal number form. So divide and write. 4 is not sufficient for 5, so keep point. So instead of point, I am keeping 0 point. So then it will become, we can keep 0, 40. 5 8 40. Remainder is 0. Means 0.8 is the equivalent value of 4 by 5. So it is decimal value. Understand? Every fraction we can convert into decimal form. But here also, in that also we have types of decimals. Terminating decimals and non-terminating. So here after the decimal point, counted number of digits are there. So it is a terminating decimal. For suppose I have 2 by 3. See, 0 point. So 0, 20 will get. 3 6 are 18. Again I will get 2. So because of point we can keep 0. 3 6 are 18. Again we will get 2. Means it will continue. There is no end. 0.666 like that. So the numbers which are not ending, decimal numbers which are not ending, those are said to be non-terminating decimals, and which are ending, those are said to be terminating decimals. But no need now that one. First of all, we will see what is a decimal number and how to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division on the decimals. For suppose I am taking one number like this. Okay. Now, so because of point 12.326, it is a decimal number. Now, before the point, this place is known as, this part is known as whole number part or integral part. Why? Because it is an integer also. So, integral part. 12 is an integer. Integer part or integral part. And coming to after the point, it is known as decimal part. Decimal part. And the point which is separating these two parts is known as decimal point. In a decimal number, we have two parts. One is whole number part in the integral part, and another one is decimal part. Okay, those two parts are separated by decimal point. This is about decimal number. It is consisting two parts, whole number part and decimal part. Before the point, all that comes under whole number part. After the point, all those numbers are comes under decimal part. And the point which is separating those two parts is known as decimal point. And now, where we are using this decimal number. See, for a fraction, we can't able to show in the decimal place, place value chart. But if you are converting that fraction into decimal, we can show in the place value chart, as well as, for suppose, cost of any item, just cost of book is printed on your book also. Just observe that if they will give, for suppose it is 20 rupees, 20.00 they will give. See, this point is indicates decimal number. For suppose weight of any object, for suppose 48.5 kilograms given. So here this one also a decimal number. Understand? So in so many situations we are using decimal numbers. And now coming to the decimal place value chart. So for suppose take the number 12.345. Okay, 12.345. It is a decimal number. In this whole number part is 12, whole part, and it is integral. Decimal part. Okay. Now place value chart of a decimal number. See, in a decimal number 12.345, before the point whole number part. In whole number, how we are giving the name? For suppose 345 is a whole number. Yes. So ones, tens, hundreds, like this we will give. Because of decimal, so before the point, all this comes under whole number part. Means 2 is in ones place, 1 is in tens place. That's all. After the point, it will see here it is 1 and 1 into 10. 1, 10 like this. Ones, tens, hundreds places we will get before the point. After the point, that place value reduced by 10 times. That is 1 by 10. 3 is in 1 by 10. It is read to be 3 tenths. It is in tens place. Tens. TENTHS. Okay. Tens. Tens is 1 by 10. Hundreds. 4 is in hundreds place. Here, ones place we will not get it. Tens, hundreds, thousands, like that we will get. So in a place value chart, while you are moving right to left, place increases by 10 times. Left to right, it is decreases by 10 times. First we will have ones. So decimal point is the separation portion. So before the decimal point will be whole number part. So ones and tens, hundreds, like this we will get while we are moving right to left side. Right side to left side, the 1, 10, 100 means 1 into 10, 10, 10 into 10, 100, 100 into 10,000, 10 times it is increasing like normal place value system. Coming to the remaining portion of decimal numbers, in the decimal part, we will get tens, that is 1 by 10, and hundreds, that is 1 by 100. So and so on, like that only. For suppose now observe this number 12.345. And here it is comes under decimal part. It is comes under whole number part. So now here, before the point, it is a whole number part. So 2 is in 1st place, 1 is in 10th place. Coming to 3, it is in 10th place, 10th, T-E-N-T-H. 4 is in 100th place. And 5 is in 1000th place. Okay, means while we are writing expanded form, this one is in 10th place, so 1 into 10 plus 2 is in 1st place, so 2 into 1 plus 3 is in 10th place, that is 3 into 1 by 10, otherwise 3 by 10, no problem, plus 4 into 1 by 100 plus 5 into 1 by 1000. That means in this number 2 ones are there, 1 tens are there, 3 tenths are there, 4 hundredths are there, 5 thousandths are there, 5 thousandths. Okay, for suppose 3 by 5 is there, that means how we are reading 3 fifths, 3 fifths. Okay, THS will be added while we are representing in the denominator. Here also, so it is the expanded form by using the fractions. Every decimal number, for every decimal number we can write as a expanded form, write is in its expanded form using fractions as well as decimals also. Just observe now, 1 into 10, 10. So 1 is in 10th place, that's why 1 into 10, 10 will get. 2 is in 1st place, so 2 will get. And 3 is in 10th place, 3 by 10 plus 4 by 100 plus 5 by 1000. So this is the final answer in fractions. Same thing we can represent by using the decimals also. So for these two we can't able to write decimal, but 3 by 10 decimal number. So while you are translating a decimal fraction into decimal number, according to the number of zeros we will write it. That is 0.3. So only one zero is there. Before one digit you will get the point 0.3 plus here two zeros are there. So before that we will get two digits 0.04, two decimal digits, two zeros. And coming to this one, 5 by 1000 is nothing but 0.005. Three decimal digits, three zeros. Okay. Let us take some of the examples, then we will understand. Depending on place value chart. So tomorrow we will see how to apply addition, subtraction and multiplication, division of decimals. Decimal number, tens, units, tens, hundreds, thousands. So units is ones, tens is 10, tens is 1 by 10 and 1 by 100, 1 by 1000. Now here decimal number, first question given 38.6 and secondly given 24.58. Third one 18.415. Fourth one 78.004. And fifth question 6.07. So these are given. Now we need to write there in that number how many tens are there, how many ones are there, how many tens are there, how many hundreds as well as thousands are there, we will see. Okay, now coming to the problem, 38.6. How we are reading this number? 38. Before the point, as usual, like normal number will read. But after the decimal digit, we need to read only single digit. Okay, this one 24.58, not 58. After the point, we need to read single digit only. and it is 18.415, 78.004, 6.07. Now 38.6. So 338. It is a whole number part. Means 3 tens are there, 8 ones are there. So 3 tens, 8 ones, and 6 is in tenth place. So 6 tens. And coming to the next number, 24 before the point means tens ones. Okay, and 5, 8, not 58. After the point, we have 5 and 8 digits. 5 is in tens place, 8 is in hundreds place. So 2 is in tens place, 4 is in ones place, 5 is in tens place, and 8 is in hundreds place. Now 18.415, 8 tens, sorry, 18. So 1 10, only 1 tens are there. 8 is in ones place, 4 is in tenth place, 4 tens, 100, 5,000. And coming to the next number, 78.004. 78, 7 is in tens place, 8 is in ones place. So after the point 0, 0, for 0 there is no place value. 0, 10s, 0, hundreds, and 4,000. So 0 tens, 0 hundreds, and 4,000s. Next, 6.07. So before the point, only one digit is there, that is comes under ones. So 6 ones. There is no tens. 0 tens. Next, 700 and thousands digit also not there. That's all. So this is about a decimal place value chart and how we are writing depending on decimal number. Means place value of 3 is in tens place, so 3 tens, otherwise 3 into 10, 30. Okay, like that we will divide, and 24.58 like that only. So all these are the decimal numbers and respective place values of each digit of that number. Okay. Remaining topics depending on decimals we will discuss in the next class.